degrees, and it feels like 13. Lonnie said it was supposed to be 88 degrees with those thermal panels.
There is no way it is 80 degrees out here. There's no sun. We're not catching any tan out here.
It's freezing.
I didn't say that. I said it's 88 degrees at the solar panels.
Oh, it's not here.
Even the iced tea's froze. Let's get out of here.
I'm going inside.
Come on.
Hello and welcome to Between the Studs. I'm Lonnie and this is Tony and this is other parts of our Granite Ridge team. We're custom home builders and we serve northern Indiana, northwest Ohio, and also parts of southern Michigan. Each week on the show, we invite you to join us as we go on a journey that involves a lot of things around new construction, processes, innovations, energy efficiency, trends, furniture, et cetera, et cetera. A lot to talk about. We're glad you've joined us today. Stay tuned. And Tony, by the way, what are we going to talk about today?
You know, I think you're really going to like this show. We built this house of technology about 3, 4, 5 months ago, and we've had a lot of talk about it, but today we're going to do what we centered it around, which was solar photovoltaic and also solar thermal. But before we do that, surprisingly, this is only our third show. We have had a tremendous amount of texts and also emails.
Fan mail?
Well, not fan mail yet, but we did.
Okay, it'll come, okay.
But here's what I got. Here's the question they asked. Okay, first of all, this house of technology, it's a 6,000 square foot home, and they're asking, first of all, where are we at, but why did we start this house? And you started planning this about 3 years ago.
About 3 years ago, we thought what a neat idea it would be to put under one roof innovations, energy efficiency components, trends, furniture, things that people will be interested in when it relates to a new home. And so we've done it right out here on Flutter Road.
In fact, we put the best decorated home available in the country for everybody to see all these applications. Joe, why don't you tell our audience real quick, what is in this house, all the way from the very expensive maybe to a couple of the small items?
This home, Tony, runs a full gamut. Some of the more expensive items would be the solar panels out there, both the voltaic and the thermal panels. You're going to see some excellent artwork inside this home. For example, in the master suite, I don't know if you remember the old green Coke bottles. Lonnie, you're old enough to remember that.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that.
Anyway, they took those, melted those all together in a lifesaver form. It's an absolute beautiful piece of artwork. The furniture in here is all HGTV furniture, very trendy. Some ideas you might like for your own home. But then again, Tony, there's some lesser expensive items that the folks might like to see. For example, you could put a pet tracker on your pet's collar, and you could track your pet with your iPad and know where he's at all times. Expensive? Not really. Only about $99 for that.
Wow.
Lonnie put what's called a lint alert on this home. Your dryer vent begins to clog with lint. It builds up heat. It alerts the homeowner that there's a problem there. So rather than your house burning down, you get a little beep. And that wasn't very expensive. How expensive was it?
$50.
Yeah.
$50, yeah.
That could be a lifesaver.
Absolutely. Oh, lifesaver artwork, lifesaver lint trap.
Yeah.
Wow, what a theme.
So Lonnie, in today's show, we're going to talk about 3 different applications that we're utilizing to energize this home. What are they?
We sure are, Joe, and it all begins right here in the backyard. We've got panels on the ground, we've got them on the auxiliary building, and also on the pergola.
Oh, very good.
And it's pretty exciting, and it's cold out here. I think we ought to get to the basement.
Let's go. I'm
where
cold.
It all begins.
Let's go, guy.
Joe, we're standing in what we believe is the largest residential home in the Midwest that actually utilizes solar as its main energy source.
Holy cow. Speaking of solar, my last trip to the Indianapolis airport, I saw acres of solar panels out there. What was that all about?
I think Tony knows something about it.
You know what I do? Hey, Indianapolis has the largest airport-based solar farm in the country.
Really?
And it's on 75 acres. Now think about it. They have no place to put houses on there because you have the airplanes land. So
Yeah,
they
you
use
wouldn't
that
want to land
acreage.
it. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
How many solar panels do you think they have?
No idea.
We've got 40 here.
You've got 40 solar panels here compared to we're the
150.
largest in residential.
150.
No, they actually have 88,000 solar panels.
Wow.
In that airport. Cost them they get $315,000 a year on a lease, so they really don't own it. There's 20 people that have to maintain it. But it is one of the largest solar areas. How many houses do you think that will take care of per year?
I'll guess 1,000.
3,600 homes is what that'll take care of.
My goodness.
Yeah.
You know, we build about 700, 800 homes a year in Allen County. So that'd be like 5 years of new homes in Allen County.
Powered.
That's amazing.
Powered by the sun.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Okay, I'll let you guys get going. I'm going to go see if I can get a suntan.
Thanks, T-Rock.
He's going to catch some rays. Well, while he's doing that, Joe, let's talk about the main source of energy in this home.
Very good. Which is?
Photovoltaic.
That's a mouthful.
Or PV. You're
That's
right.
easier.
That's why we call it PV.
Okay. What does solar voltaic mean?
It means, well, photo means sun, and voltaic means volt or electricity.
So we're taking sun and turning it into electricity?
Exactly. We're
Magically?
We're taking the rays from the sun, which are the photons.
Okay.
And they come down and they literally interact with the electrons that are in these wafers in the panels.
Okay.
On the roof. We saw those out there. And when they interact together, they move. Exactly.
that.
Move.
Yeah.
And whenever you got movement, you've got energy.
Yeah. So what do we do with that energy once we bring it into the home?
Well, first of all, we're going to have to invert it because it comes in at DC.
Direct current.
Yes, and then we move it, we invert it to AC.
Alternating current, which is what we use in our home today.
Exactly. Then it moves to the meter where we bank it and we keep scores on it.
Okay.
And then we use it to offset the actual utility costs, electricity costs in this house.
So I'm lighting my lights, powering my appliances, and even charging up my Chevy Volt out there in the garage with.
Yes, and taking care of the heating and cooling needs in this home. And by the way, let's talk HERS rating.
Okay.
Because, you know, I have to tell you that the way this home was assembled, the insulation, the windows, the roof, the wall assembly, all played into a very tight, efficient home.
Very good. So we have a HERS rating on this home.
Exactly.
What does HERS mean? Let's start there.
Home Energy Rating System.
Very good. And this home came in at a HERS rating of?
-3.
-3. Wouldn't +3 feel a little better?
I know in school when we got -3s we were in trouble, but actually the lower the better. -3 means that we're actually generating 3% more energy than this home needs.
We're creating more electricity than we're going to use.
Exactly. Look at this chart. Look at the HERS rating on this house.
Okay.
First of all, it's estimated that the heating and cooling costs would be estimated right around $400 a year. And then we move to the lights and appliances, $1,178 per year.
Per year.
Per year.
And we're generating how many dollars with this system?
The photovoltaic system is generating $1,739 in credit.
So that difference then is put into a...
We're banking it. And it's estimated to be about $50 per month. It's pretty exciting, this HERS rating on this house at -3.
-3.
Pretty incredible.
That's like a golf score. The lower the better.
Exactly, exactly.
Well, holy cow, Lonnie, that was pretty exciting stuff. What's next?
It's pretty exciting. We're going to talk about solar to thermal, the way we take care of the domestic hot water in this home, and also the garage floor of all things.
Wow. Let's take a break and drink some iced tea.
We can't drink iced tea, but let's do coffee. Our iced tea's frozen, remember?
I'm buying.
Granite Ridge Builders offers this 4-bedroom, 2-story home on a full basement at 5914 Hemingway Run. This home is listed for $269,900. It also offers a 3-car garage, ceramic tile shower, painted cabinets, and a vaulted ceiling in the great room. Visit one of our newest locations located northwest. Parker's Bay Villa offers snow removal and maintenance of your yard and mowing. This home, located at 11186 DuPont Oaks Boulevard, is available for $254,900. This villa home is a 3-car garage and offers a covered porch, fireplace, large eat-in nook, endless pantry, and ceramic tile shower.
So Lonnie, you talked about 2 other heating systems this home uses. What are they?
There are 2 systems. One of them we call, actually they're both solar thermal systems, Joe.
Solar thermal. Break that word down for me.
Solar as in sun, thermal as in heat.
Okay, sun's energy converts to heat.
Exactly.
And then
we're going to use the first system to heat the domestic hot water in the house. So we've got the product that's out there in the panels themselves. What do we call that?
In those tubes, that glycol.
Glycol, exactly. It's kind of like an antifreeze.
Okay.
And it's heated
by the sun.
By the sun, and then it's pumped into the house.
Okay.
And it goes into this hot water heater, for example. There's actually a heat exchanger down at the bottom. It's a coil, and we're taking the heat off that coil and heating the water. Then it returns back to the panels to be reheated.
Very good. So when we marry this up to our geothermal unit, we're basically getting free hot water for this home?
That's a good point. Anytime the geothermal is running, it's also generating hot water for the needs of the house.
Very good. You mentioned 2 ways. That was number 1. Number 2?
The other thing that we're doing is, you see all the pipes here behind me, they go over here, and they go under the garage floor.
Okay.
So again, we're taking the heat, And the polyglycol is actually running through these pipes below the garage slab and heating the garage slab.
Oh, that's too sweet.
Very nice. We were out
That's
there
too
today,
sweet.
very toasty.
Very toasty.
Works very, very well.
So today it's basically what, 17 degrees outside, cloudy, overcast, ugly day.
You're
Is
not
this
gonna
thing
believe-
working?
I think Tony might be getting some rays. I'll tell you why. Right now, on this cloudy day, we're getting almost 90 degrees on those panels
On a day like today.
on a day like today.
So Lonnie, when we talked about the solar panels over there, we were talking about how inefficient those might be in Arizona when the temperatures get higher.
Right.
How about this water system?
In this case, because we're using the sun rays to generate actual heat, it's very efficient on the West Coast. In fact, there's actually parts of California, you can't build a new home today without plumbing and utilizing solar thermal for your domestic hot water needs.
Oh, that's brilliant. So now let's go upstairs where this garage floor is heated. The Chevy Volt's up there. Talk
Let's
a little bit.
experience the floor and talk about that Volt.
Very good. Who's
Let's
going to
go.
do that with us?
Tony Depker and Jake.
Let's go talk to
All
him.
right.
Speaking of solar today, Tony, why are we in the garage with this car?
Well, we're talking about energy, and we're talking about saving energy, and we're talking about how energy is used. And Chevrolet has the new Chevrolet Volt, which is a mostly electric car.
Okay, so why is this plugged into our car?
Well, we have to charge the batteries.
Oh,
Because with these cars, you charge your batteries, and then if you're taking your car back and forth to work, if you live within 20 miles of your office, you can get to work and back without using a drop of gasoline.
so it's just one of those electric cars, so it's kind of a boring car.
I wouldn't say it's a boring car either, because with this, it is also gas infused. With a single tank of gas, if you're fully charged, you can go almost 900 miles.
That's a lot of miles.
On the inside of this, it has all the bells and whistles as well. It has the heated seats, it has the heated mirrors, it has OnStar, it has 2 years of maintenance that goes along free with the vehicle, and this is coming from our friends at Summit City Chevrolet.
Wow. So it's not that boring of a car.
It's not boring of a car at all, and I think we should all get in it a little bit later and take a little test drive and see actually how far this thing can go on a single tank of gas. So I'm thinking we need to go to Tennessee tonight.
I don't see why not, but I better plug this thing in or we're not going to go anywhere.
We better charge this thing.
So when this car is plugged in charging all night, this is just going to run up my electric bill, right?
You know what? It's funny. With an average house, this car runs $1.97 to actually charge the car from empty to full. But with this house and the solar and everything we have, it doesn't cost a dime to charge up this car at all because we're using the Earth's natural energies to take care of everything in the home.
That seems like a pretty good deal. So Tony, what's this thing cost? It's got to cost a fortune. What, $100,000?
It's not even close to that, Jake. The guys at Summit City Chevrolet were talking to me all about this car, including the pricing. And this is an upgraded model with a lot of things on it. And you can get it for roughly $35,000. And they have all the information there at SummitCityChevrolet.com.
That seems like a pretty good deal to me.
Jake, why is the garage door opening?
Oh, somebody must have triggered the house's geofencing.
The what?
Geofencing. So basically what geofencing is, that's when your house can track you through the GPS in your phone. So your phone is always giving out a GPS signal. So when I'm on my way home from the office, the house knows that when I get within a mile of the house, go ahead and open the garage door for me, adjust the lights that I want to adjust the music I want on, open the blinds that I want on.
Okay, you were talking about $100,000 for the car. This has got to cost close to $100,000.
Actually, it's kind of an a la carte situation where you can add just the controls that you want. So, for example, to do the garage door, it's only about $200.
This is the time of year where it seems like we take a lot of phone calls to Granite Ridge Builders about building in the country.
We do. We probably build 40 to 50 homes in the country each year, and so we've been through a lot of different challenges. I would say opportunities to do that very thing.
Is there one specific topic that comes up a lot when building in the country?
I would say, JR, it would be septic systems. Now, it does vary from county to county, and some counties are more friendly to that concept than others, but in Allen County particularly, it's a huge thing to consider.
Are there some different types of septic systems that are available today?
There are in-ground systems, which are rare in our clay. Then there are also above-ground systems, Presby systems, which is a relatively new concept that's working well, and then also mound systems.
When people are trying to budget for building in the country, can you give a general cost with some of these systems?
Typically, septic systems in our area are going to range anywhere from $7,000 or $8,000 up to $15,000, $16,000, or even $17,000. The type of soil and the number of bedrooms dictates that.
So, if some folks have questions for Granite Ridge and want to get started, how do they get a hold of us?
they can call us. You know, we developed a checklist for building in the country, and we provide these services at no charge. We'd be glad to meet with the customer and go over that checklist to make sure they get off on a good foot.
Granite Ridge Builders invites you to 11031 Crest Road, located in southwest Fort Wayne. This home features 4 bedrooms and 2.5 bathrooms. The home sits on over 1 acre, features an outbuilding, full unfinished basement, ceramic tile shower, coffered ceiling, granite countertops, and beautiful trimscaping. This home is available for sale and is offered at $429,900. Visit us at 9825 Chapman's Boulevard. This ranch-style home features 3 bedrooms on the main level, quartz countertops, ceramic tile backsplash, 3-car garage, beautiful sunroom with a wet bar, unfinished basement, and this home is located on a 17-acre Douglas Lake. This home also offers a covered rear patio with a built-in fireplace. Again, visit us in Chapman's Bridge at 9825 Chapman's Boulevard. This home is priced at $329,900.
Hi, I'm Jake Whitaker with Granite Ridge Builders, and I'm here today to talk to you about a brand new community called Saddle Creek Estates. Saddle Creek Estates is located in Graybill, Indiana, and it's in the Leo School District, and the streets are actually in for Section 1 right now, so please come out and see us. Now, there's been a little bit of confusion when people are driving out there. There is an existing house that was originally there, and I'm kind of working out of that right now. I'm out there every Sunday from 1 to 4, or give me a call and I'll meet you out there anytime. Did I mention it was Leo Schools?
Izzy, we're down here in one of the most colorful rooms in this house.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about paint and color. First of all, the paint in this home is a little bit different than what's done typically in a home. This is a no VOC paint, which VOC is volatile organic compound. Now, what's different about this paint with the no VOC is it actually absorbs those as well. So VOCs are found in cosmetics, gasoline, carpet, vinyl flooring, cleaning products. So VOCs are everywhere, and they can affect your health. If there's a high dosage of those, they can cause dizziness and headaches. If you have asthma, it can make your asthma worse. So it is very important in this home.
Yeah, and it's definitely, I think about that gasoline and the cleaning products. When I inhale those, that's really a strong feeling, and you kind of know how that's an irritant, and it can be even worse, like you said, if you have asthma. And it's been hard for us to explain exactly what a VOC paint or what VOC drywall does.
Because you can't see it.
Because you can't see it. And so as we've discussed it with adults and children alike, one of the things that we've kind of come up with to explain it is that a VOC is just kind of like this little handkerchief here that when it actually, the wall and the paint, the drywall and the paint are actually absorbing it, and then it makes it disappear. So that way, it absolutely disappears, and people don't believe it because they think the VOCs are still there, but it doesn't. It actually takes the VOCs and makes them absolutely disappear just by absorbing them, breaking them down, and making them disappear. So it's a simple way to kind of try to explain to people exactly what's going on there.
How do you do that again?
It's magic. It's magic. My wife kind of envisions herself as a little bit of a fashionista, so I think it'd be fun to impress her. Can you help me find out what kind of colors are going to be really in this year?
Well, every year Pantone releases their color of the year. So for 2015, it's Marsala. It's kind of a red wine color. It blends well with your grays, with your beiges, so it's a great color to incorporate into your home as an accent, or you could do an accent wall. Color is one of those things we don't think that much about, but it's everywhere. And color does things to our moods. It affects our eating. It's really important.
How can it affect my eating?
Well, I'll explain that here in a minute. Okay. Another thing about color is there's a lot of people who are actually color blind. So about 2.7 million people are colorblind, more men than women. About 8% of men are colorblind. And that can become really frustrating because they have trouble matching. For example, red and green look the same to them.
And you said Marcella is the color of the year, and it's a reddish tone. Is it anything like this?
Marcella is actually quite a bit deeper than this red.
Okay.
Now, in this room, we've taken several doors and just painted them bright colors. It's pretty exciting in here. Red, do you know anything about red, what it does to you?
Not enough, probably.
This color is going to change your mood.
Okay.
So red evokes passion. You think of war, blood, aggression. It's also, studies show that if you take an exam around the color red, you don't do as well.
Really?
Another thing is you probably don't want to put this in your kitchen or maybe have red plates because usually your appetite increases and you eat more.
Definitely don't need any red in my life. So tell me a little bit about what orange does to us.
Orange evokes balance, warmth, and enthusiasm. Orange demands attention. So if you're wearing orange, you're maybe demanding more attention.
And that's probably why you do it with hunting gear and with construction signs, things like that. Grabs your attention. Makes sense. So we've got red for passion, orange for attention. What does green do?
Green reminds you of nature, the environment. It's healthy. Green is known for good luck, of course, youth, vigor, generosity, fertility, envy, and misfortune. Well,
I painted my son's bedroom green, so hopefully it doesn't represent too much misfortune for him. Tell me also, we've got yellow here.
Yellow exhibits joy, happiness, imagination, hope, summer. But I do have to tell you one thing about yellow. Now I know you just had a baby. What color is his room?
His bedroom is green.
Well, that's good because this is not a good color to put in your baby's room. Yellow can strain the eyes, so babies who are in a yellow room tend to cry more.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad I didn't do that. Now, tell me about my favorite color. Actually, is blue. What kind of emotion does blue bring out?
Blue is actually the most popular color amongst men and very popular amongst women. Blue stands for peace, tranquility. It's calm. You think of water and the sky. There's confidence. People think of technology, security, and cleanliness.
Wow. I really didn't realize how much color can affect our moods, but I guess it makes sense. So we recently painted the majority of our home a grayish tone, and you said I'm not the only one to do that though, right?
Gray is really popular. For so many years, the basic color inside a home and outside was beige, and people were so tired. Beige, beige, beige. Gray is so popular, they actually even term it grayish.
Grayish, okay. Again, I really didn't know how much color can really affect our mood, but I'm going to take this knowledge and I'm going to put it to good use. The next time I get in an argument, I'm going to go throw on a blue shirt and make sure things just cool off really quickly.
Hey, thanks guys. This was a great show today. In fact, I think a lot of people learned quite a bit about solar voltaic and also solar thermal.
I do too, Tony. By the way, I think you got a little sun today.
You know, it's a little cold out there, but here's what I did get. I got a phone call, and somebody's back at the office, and they need help on building a house. So we need to get their house. Okay, let's just take a vote.
Let's get going.
I'm going to drive. Okay. Oh, wait. We're not going anywhere. First of all, we got a map that holds it back, and also, number two, thanks a lot, Lonnie, you forgot to plug it in again.
Well, plug it in. The cord's pretty long. Let's go.
Okay, let's try.
Well, Joe, what Tony would like for us to discuss is the Rural Housing Finance Program, which is a terrific way of owning a new home today.
It absolutely is, Lonnie.
And Joe, as I understand it, you took advantage of yourself a few years ago.
That was quite a few years ago. My wife and I took advantage of this program 37 years ago, Lonnie.
It's pretty amazing. And believe it or not, you can get into this home with no down payment, zero down, minimal closing costs.
Well, maybe even $0 in closing costs.
Even possibly no closing costs, and monthly payments from about $650 per month.
True.
A lot cheaper than renting.
It's a lot cheaper than renting. Why would you rent?
I know it. And we're talking about a custom home that you're going to design and we're going to put your appointments in.
Exactly. How much home can I get for this one?
Well, up to $175,000 or possibly even more depending on which program you qualify for.
That's a lot of home.
It's wonderful. It's exciting. Call Granite Ridge Builders. 490-1417, 260 area code. Talk to one of our home specialists. They'll give you the information. Take your application. We're going to help you realize that dream.
Absolutely.
We're sitting over here in the garage over at the Next Step house. We've had a lot of traffic out here. Would you tell our public one more time where we're located and how they can come out?
Yeah, we're located on the Flutter Road, about a mile north of 469. You get to us off of St. Joe Road. We're located about a half mile east of St. Joe Road on the Flutter Road. There's a sign that says closed, but we're open. Come on out and see us.
And we're going to have a new bridge that's being built at the corner of I-469 and Maple Crest. Once that opens, we're only about 2-3 minutes away.
Just a couple minutes away. Great location.
Luke, we are back down in the mechanical room here at the Next Step house. This is a room that is really kind of near and dear to my heart because about 1.5 years ago, I had a grandson that was born, and after a couple months, he was diagnosed with a very rare eye cancer. During that period of time, Granite Ridge did some extra things for his mom and dad's house to make the air quality much better under his conditions because he had to go through some chemotherapy.
Right, yeah, and we duplicated some of those things here. You mentioned the indoor air quality. Because we're building our houses so tight nowadays, you got to really be concerned about the indoor air quality. About 82% of homes that were tested don't meet the acceptable levels of indoor air quality. So one of the things that we did here, that we did at Charlie's house, was we put in a Bryant Perfect Air system. It's a filter, but it's an electronic filter. So now this is a MERV 15.
Wait a second, Luke. It's Charlie, not MERV.
Right. MERV stands for Minimum Efficiency Reported Value. What does that mean in layman's term? Well, you know, a lot of people at home, they may have like a 1-inch filter. Maybe they've seen the blue filter for their furnace.
Oh, the Geo. Okay.
See what?
Somebody opened the car door and threw me all off.
Yeah. Okay. I was like, what?
I'm like, huh? But I'm a trained professional and nothing throws me off.
Oh, wait, we're not going anywhere. First of all, number one, we got this mat, so we can't get out of the garage door. And also, Ronnie, you forgot to plug in the electric.
It's a long cord, Tony.
Let's go. That was plugged in. Sorry, that's totally over here.
This home, Tony, runs the full gamut. Some of the more expensive items would be the solar panels out there, both the voltaic and the thermal panels. But then again, this home is decorated to the nines. We have MTV furniture in here. We have artwork to die for.
Joe, wait, sit back down. You're going to have to redo yours.
Yep, you gotta redo it.
It's not
MTV.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what I said?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I know it. This particular system is very, very good. Yes, it is.
Very, very good and efficient.
It's very good. It's very efficient out there. In fact, you can't build a home in parts of California without plumbing for a solar thermal hot water system.
Brilliant. Except for that little part.
Wait a minute. We're taking jackets off now.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, some people.
Wait a minute. Hurry up.
That's like Main Street. That's like Coliseum.
Is it okay with the hands up?
Should I leave the socks up or put them down?
No, leave them up. Are you serious? If you're going all the way, go all the way. Be a dork.